Okay, back to a bit more Guild Wars 2 today, because I've been really slacking on doing these, but I've been trying to hold myself to only playing through these story chunks when I'm streaming this character, and, well, I really wanted to finish up the story, so here's my motivation. We're going to go meet Traherne and continue on with the kind of the assault and the push into the ore region. Which means I'm going to do things like, do I have my good gathering tools equipped? Yes, I do. So I'm going to ignore things like this event here, which I normally would stop and do, but I really just want to push story quests. Because again, set a goal for myself, so I should actually keep working on it. Stop, do a quick bit of gathering to help recoup travel costs, because I had to port back out here. And one thing I did do is I tweaked the build on this Reaper just a little bit, is I switched up my heal and my first two utility skills away from being primarily signets, which are nice because they kind of have that constant passive effect. But I added in 3 shouts, which are kind of unique Reaper skills. So I switched my heal to a shout, and I switched to using You Are All Weaklings and Rise. And I tweaked my build so that my shouts also will give me some healing and some life siphoning. So, kind of just it gives me extra AoE with these 2 shouts here that I did not really have in this build before. And it also just gives me more sources of life siphoning and self heals. So, leaning a bit more into the kind of core Reaper-y skill set.
You're just in time, Commander. We've established a perimeter, and we're shoring up the cavern's defenses. After your recent victory, Zhaitan's forces are weakened.
So we've
the
weakened
dragon feels us
Zhaitan, but
growing
that
closer,
doesn't really
like
mean
a thorn digging
a
deeper
whole
into
lot.
flesh.
Because he's
Now we know
still
Zhaitan can
a
feel
big
fear as well
undead
as
plague
rage.
bringing dragon.
Its time in Tyria is coming to an end.
Brave words. Now let's make them come true. Come with me.
It has
The other
been
commanders are
so long
inside.
since I did these quests that
Grotto
I
this
do
way.
not remember
I'm told
how
star-crossed
close
lovers
I
used to
am
meet
to the
here.
actual
Be
Zhaitan
cautious, we're
fight.
still clearing out
I
the
don't
last of the
remember
Orions
how
from here.
many of the Island of Ore zones I even am going to go through.
The destruction of the Orion ossuary has severely limited Zhaitan's ability to create new monstrosities.
So one thing that is a result of removing signets for shouts and only keeping
This
Signet
grotto
of
makes a
Spite for
defensible
that
command
power
post.
boost, because
Only 2
again,
ways in,
180
this
power
passage
and the
and the
ability
seaway.
to just blast out corruptions when I need it is nice, is I don't have what is it, Signet of Undeath. So, Signet of Undeath gives me constant passive life force generation as a necromancer. So my bar filling is not going to be as fast to constantly be able to get into Reaper's Shroud when I need it. So I'm going to have to be a little bit more judicious about making sure I use
We've lost contact with the squad
my
investigating
generating
lost artifacts.
abilities
I want to send in an
to
extraction team.
have a bar
Commander, a word.
when I need it. When I
Marshal
need to
Traherne,
pop that extra
a
health
risen
bar
legion
and
is
go Reaper
approaching.
Shroud.
I saw the sigil of the Orion royal house. I think they're coming from the tomb of Prince Alhazred.
In life, Alhazred was said to be a cruel, vicious man. Death will have not improved him.
But so far, because I played around with this a little bit more in the open world, so far I really do feel like going heavier into shouts has been a good compromise. Because again, you can see I've already basically filled my life force bar there.
By the pale tree, what is that?
That is a big ol' nasty undead there, a risen abomination.
They're not through yet. Stand fast.
This is not over.
May as well help get some of these NPCs back up, and I know that our second point is being attacked here. So, headed back over there. And just drop a quick gobble on him and then Gorman dies. Yeah, the Hungering Maelstrom and Gorman dies combo is just nasty, and I know I let you guys die.
Die by my hand.
Undead Quaggan. Zaitan will use anything that falls prey to his servants.
I warned you.
As I feared, one of the princes of Or.
Okay, now we have some bigger guys coming in, but this is why I've got my shouts up and then a full Reaper Shroud bar just basically waiting to blitz that guy.
I think those lighthouses along the shore are more than just warning lights.
I'm pleased you're here.
Okay, so now we have another branching decision to make.
Interesting. Capture their lighthouses, or we capture them? Deserves consideration.
I don't want to play around with tanks or the water, so I'm just going to go with find the missing squad. Okay, all three of these are just kind of base skins that I already have all unlocked, so I'm just going to pick one, because it's just going to be something I melt. So my next objective, how far south are we going? Okay, not too far. Poor Bianca is still trying to gather her bitter omnom berries. I would help you, Bianca, but I got priorities today. And it's kind of a shame because I do like that little kind of escort and gather event there, but we got stuff to do. So I do not actually remember. Oh, dang it. Well, we're going to restart Guild Wars 2 real quick. Usually when that error comes up, it does necessitate actually closing the client out, giving us a second, and going back in. Okay, back in, but it did kind of dump me down below the world. I don't know if I can actually cross the boundary and get back up out of here. It did kind of fall through the world here. So, I'm all the way kind of at the beginning of the zone, but under everything. Unfortunately, half to waypoint. Let's do a take two there. Wonder if the game just thought, hang on a second, I need to spin up an instance of the Hunters and Prey quest. When's the last time anybody did these?
Sure, I'm glad to see you, Commander. Even with all these packed soldiers here, I'm scared. This
Good
place
old
makes my
creepy
ears
green eye,
twitch.
Asura.
What did you expect from all? Be glad you're still alive to have twitchy ears. And tell the commander about our missing squad.
Sorry, Commander. Our best reconnaissance team is long overdue. We think they're still alive, but...
Of course they're alive. They've got Fergan. Finest tracker I've ever seen. And his survival skills are legendary. He'll keep that squad safe.
But we still need to find them. I can follow a trail. Fall in and let's
I
start
love
clearing
how
the
random
area.
it is when it does and doesn't show your helmet in those little kind of dialogue cutscenes. Every once in a while it shows your character in...
This
Oh,
one's dead.
we have dead
Single
priority.
arrow through the neck.
Clean kills? From the Risen? Our squad is in real trouble. We better move.
He's gonna come back to life. I do not trust corpses around the whole Zaitan thing, because Zaitan just kind of views corpses
Here's another
as
one.
raw
It's
materials.
like the Risen just tore him apart.
No, the mutilation was post-mortem. Someone ran him through with his own sword first.
Okay, this whole mission is glitched. The squad's obviously dead. Can't we just go back?
Not until we find them all. I refuse to believe that Fergan just let these people die.
I think something very bad happened here, and we're about to find out what. Okay, looks like potentially we got survivors down here. Got a touch of a health bar.
We've got a live one! Arrows through both legs. He can't move, but he's breathing. It's okay. We got here in time. Hang on, and we'll get you home.
No. Run. Trap.
I kind of want that Whispers Agent's armor if I could just use a different die set on it.
Calm down.
And again, I
We're not
love
leaving without the rest of our squad.
building more AoE into this build. Adding these shouts absolutely made those kind of opening bursts like that, if I can just get off against relatively weak enemies, kind of a game changer.
He'll kill me. He'll kill us all.
Stop. Don't move. Just talk.
Because previously I just had the hunger
He's down.
my sword
He's hunting us
for.
all down. He's still out there. Don't you see? We're not safe. Not from him.
We're being
Not from-
stalked.
Yeah.
Fergan. The Risen took him first. Made him one of them. After he
Oh, so that's
started
right.
hunting
Fergan
us.
is
He's unstoppable.
converted, and
A
he's the one
monster.
who's out there hunting
turned,
us.
I'm the only one left.
That's what you
Against
want,
me.
is your
You have to tell
your
Traherne
lethal
what you
scout
found.
being on the enemy side.
Tell him about the Searing Cauldron.
Zaitan's forces have a searing cauldron? Like the one that destroyed Ascalon?
That's right. Traherne must be told. But we'll never get out of here alive with Fergan on our trail. He won't...
He won't what? Come on, what won't Fergan do? What is wrong with you?
Whoops.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Kecht does kind of have the right idea
Stop.
there. I've
He
got to
could be
give him
out
that.
there.
Stay away. Someone help! Please!
Alright, so defeat the Risen Fergan, and I know there's a trap there. Load him up with some conditions, and see if I can basically just range him down, because I have a very sustained focused build here.
Story can't end like this.
Oh, you did it! I thought it was a goner like the others, but you stopped him. I've never seen one of the Risen act like that. We need to
No,
report
I just
this
have a
in
really
right now.
nasty mid-range
Not just
build.
this. Trahearne needs to know about the cauldron, too.
And here he's back to life, and now I think we actually get
Prepared for field duty.
I
the
don't
proper Fergan fight.
Jill, you are all right.
Okay, so he did Merc Kekt, and I don't get the option to bring Kekt back. He just he was a goner. Okay, so now our next objective is to meet Trahearne back at Fort Trinity and let him know that the bad guys have a searing cauldron, which, again, for anybody familiar with, you know, even the basics of like the Guild Wars 1 storyline or Guild Wars lore in general, that's like, holy crap, somebody has brought back basically a terror weapon. 'Cause those are the weapons that the Char Flame Legion shamans used to just absolutely raise Ascalon. R-A-Z-E, not R-A-I-S-E, which was kind of considered mostly unassailable, especially by the forces the Char had at the time, and put the humans on their back feet, leading the Human King to do the incredibly stupid thing of going ahead with his plan to release the to develop and release the Foe Fire, which is its own whole can of worms as far as terror weapons, and gave us current day Ascalon and ghosts there. Yeah, the Searing Cauldrons were just such a, like, game-changing weapon for the Char in that conflict that everybody kind of realized, oh crap, the rules just got rewritten, and the Char absolutely took the lead in the conflict, so to speak. And I don't know why I'm doing this event other than I just came into a wave defense event, and, well, it's a chance for some easy XP after a quick quest. Only 2 waves left. And there's at least a couple other players, well, at least one other player here and their mech doing this too, so we will pretty much just blast through this.
Show them they're wrong.
What weapon skin is that? Final Rest. That is a cool staff skin. Should actually pay attention to combat, not looking at, ooh, what shinies does another player have, but you know how it is. Okay, 3 things is back off cooldown. So really, You're All Weaklings doesn't hit for a ton of damage, but it does give me some extra might stacks, and it gives me that buildup of some healing and some life siphon. Plus, its cooldown is only 20 seconds. So it's a moderate AoE with some secondary benefits, and again, the survivability, the sustain. So it is definitely putting in work. And again, that's one of those things that I really do appreciate about Guild Wars 2 is there's a lot of builds out there that are, kind of meta builds, but for the most part, they're starting points. And people will say like, hey, this is a meta or a good build for these circumstances. Tweak it for your gear, what you need to do, etc. So you can use them very much as jumping off points to adjust as necessary for what you're doing. And there's a ton of overall character building flexibility that you have with how you can fit the pieces together. Which also means you can make some terribly ineffective builds if you want.
Welcome back, Commander. Did you find the missing squad? They were on a mission of vital importance.
I did. They discovered that Zaitan's horde has obtained a searing cauldron, and that discovery cost them their lives. I'm tired of burying our best and bravest, but their sacrifice may be the key to victory. A weapon like that could change the course of the war.
Yeah, it's happened before.
That we claim that cauldron before Zaitan's minions can employ it. I need you to lead a mission to get it. Head down to the airship dock. Pilot Jayashrik is standing by, along with a state-of-the-art battlesuit. Laurenthier's extraction team will follow you in.
Oh,
use the suit to clear
is
a
this
path
one
for
where I
them,
have to wear
and
a
they'll
suit?
rendezvous
Dang
with you at
it.
the cauldron.
Okay, I should have all these skins unlocked because they're just basic skins. I do generally prefer the missions or instances or anything else where you don't get put into a suit or riding a mount or something like that, that you're not using your class, profession and specialization mechanics and things. Like I like moderate interaction with additional mechanics, but when the entire thing is predicated on you not playing your character, that's when it can get a little bit tiresome. So hopefully this is a short suit interval. I need to go out on the deck for this one. Put on the Golem Battlesuit prototype. Okay. So let's see, I've got a punch, a long-range laser, a teleport with an electrocute at the end, and a channel a field of localized lightning. So basically PBAOE.
Where's the meat? Oh, I'm jealous.
I'm doing the cutscene in the suit. That's hilarious.
Right into Zaitan's backyard.
You should be. I've heard great things about it. Can't wait to put it to the test.
You're outfitted with the finest weaponry in the Pact. Energy beams and ballistics. Offense and defense, all cased in Deldrimor steel.
Oh no, I think I remember the fight that's coming up too. This is starting to ring bells.
Walking murder machine. I'll be up here watching you at every step. Mark your targets with smoke grenades, and I'll make it rain fiery death. Here comes the drop zone. After you land, I'll feed you updates through the communications relay golem. Good luck, and give Zaitan my regards.
And here's my crash down.
We're connected, Commander. Standing by, high in the sky. It's done.
Okay, yeah, the ranged attack definitely has a charge and then a channel. Control mouse 2, get that going for auto attack. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so punch is pretty standard. Auto attack chain on that.
The area is secure. I'm signaling the Pact forces to begin their offensive. Multiple hostiles converging on you. Dig in. This could get ugly.
I think I remember this being a very annoying fight, and like early on, when the kind of boss enemies start showing up. Oh, but I do have my utility skills. I don't remember having that before. So that does mean I can use my shouts. And those don't interrupt my channel. So that's good to know.
Enemy approaching from the east. Pact forces have engaged the enemy. Enemy inbound from the west. Closing fast on your position. Multiple hostiles from the south.
So this might be one of those things where technically I remember this being a lot more of a pain simply because the last time I did this, I did not know jack shit about how to truly effectively play the game. And so when I started getting to the point where things get a little bit harder, it was like, oh, well, Stans, you don't actually know how to play the game.
Enemy approaching from the east.
Don't see enemies approaching from the east. There they are. It just took them a minute. Yeah, the ability to mix in my utility skills, especially those shouts, is actually really nice.
Death. Good.
Multiple hostiles from the south. Enemy approaching from the east. Pact forces are making steady progress. Hang in there.
They're definitely taking their time getting here.
We have a problem, Commander. Some heavy hitters are moving in.
It would kind of be nice if they showed up a little sooner. Like, you know, now-ish.
Enemy approaching from the east.
Yeah, having the shouts to kind of do the short-range cleanup for when things get to me through the beam is actually really pulling its weight. Because the beam does clean up most of the enemies, but some of them get close enough so when I can use the shouts to kind of do little point-blank AoE finish-offs, that's really nice.
Enemy inbound from the west. Closing fast on your position.
So this isn't going to be nearly as much of a pain as I remember it being. Oh, hey, big fella. Let's just start loading you up with some conditions. Give you a Bazat.
Multiple hostiles from the south.
Fortunately, I put my beam on cooldown.
hostiles from the south. Pact forces are advancing.
Pack forces are taking their sweet time, I think is what you meant to say.
Enemy inbound from the west. Closing fast on your position. Enemy inbound from the west. Closing fast on your position. Multiple abominations converging on your position. Advise caution.
Advise caution, blah, blah,
Pack
blah.
forces are almost to you. Not much longer.
You know, you keep saying this.
Multiple hostiles from the south.
Hey, look at that. They finally showed up.
Everyone has a secret.
Hey, Laird there. What you doing?
Impressive, Commander. I'd hoped you would leave us some, but this works too.
As long as we have the cauldron, you've done your share. Is it secure?
Secure and ready to be deployed. Our offensive is stalled at the Cathedral of Verdance. I hope we can punch through the resistance.
I was concerned at first too. Don't be. Marshal Traherne convinced me the risk was acceptable.
You're right, of course. Our sorcerers have more control than the Flame Legion shamans did centuries ago. Any damage we do to ore, we also do to Zhaitan. I'll have the cauldron loaded onto your ship. You made this possible. You should have the honor of setting it off. Meet us at the target.
You should have the honor of setting off the Guild Wars equivalent of a nuclear bomb.
Tank column pinned down near your position. They're about to be overwhelmed. If they don't get help fast, they're dead.
Save that column, Commander. My squad will prepare the cauldron for extraction.
Okay, so I get to go out and stompy stomp my way down to save a tank column. Stomp, 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 stomp. Gonna guess that I probably... Oh, I can make some of these drops. I don't know the suit's falling capacity here. Like, I don't know if falling damage is going to brutalize me or not. Definitely did bring friends. But not too bad. So I can get all these guys. I keep trying to dodge roll, and like this dude does not have functionally a dodge roll. So you guys kind of got destroyed.
Commander, we were overrun. More of my troops are trapped, but I can't get to them. There's an Orion army between us and them, and our cannons are inoperative. But you could cut through the enemy with your suit and bring that tank crew back alive.
All right, rescue the trapped crew. Cut myself a little bit of a path here. Definitely an issue when this suit gets immobilized, because there's just not a lot I can do unless I want to charge up the laser and fire it. And then that has its own whole issue of putting it on cooldown, and again, basically puts a global cooldown on all of my attacks being usable. So I can't even go directly from firing the laser to being able to melee.
Thank the gods you're here. We need you to lead us out of here, now!
Come on, guys, keep up. I wonder how much my just obsessive clearing of everybody before I got to the tank crew ends up making the run back easier. I think I inadvertently made the back half of the quest quicker.
Let's regroup with the War Master and tell him how many lives you just saved.
Again, just a back item that will be disenchanted. Okay, meet Laren Thier on Winternell Island. So Winternell Island is all the way over here in Cursed Shore.
Captain, I've been examining velocity.
I think the zone line is someplace on this little connecting area, so I'm going to go to Ren and make my way down there. Now that I'm in the zone, I think it should pinpoint where the... Okay, yep. It is pinpointing the zone line for me, which is very nice. That is one thing I actually do really like, is that when Guild Wars 2 gives you a quest marker like that, it'll show you in the zone you're in if you need to go somewhere to get to the next zone in line to get from point A to point B, it'll show you where that zone transition is, and it will use the spiral marker as opposed to the direct green quest marker, showing this is a portal or a transit, not your end objective. So it does a good job of showing you, oh, hey, I got enough experience from crossing into an undiscovered area to get another spirit shard. Awesome. Oh, this is literally the worst hero point challenge in the game. Let me see if I can help these guys out without... Nope, I got murked. This is a hero point challenge that is almost always somebody else leading the thing away so that other people can get the hero point. Because this Risen Knight is just so brutal. But we do have a couple of extra people showing up now. And of course I'm the only one alive. Well, maybe I can sneak in and get it while they do it, and then I'll help them out. Ha. Now I can pull it back over here.
I am mighty. You are all weaklings. Rise! Chill to the bone. I'm hurt.
Awesome.
Fully functional.
So that means that both of these guys should be able to come in, snag the hero point, and then get the heck out of here before that guy respawns. Perfect. So, minor detour, but that is truthfully one of the most annoying hero points in the game to get. Definitely the most annoying in the base game because that mob is just so overpowered. It really does almost require you to have 2 to 3 people to do that kind of pull them away and make a clear space for somebody to get in tactic like we used there. So that was actually really good timing on being able to get in and do that. Plus, it got me and I think 2 other people a hero point and also a piece of map completion. Because that is one of the things you have to do if you are doing either zone completion or going for your 100% map completion. So it's good to have it out of the way. Go nab myself this waypoint here. Again, useful transit station. How far do I need to go? Okay, so it's all the way on this little island here. I think that's one of the ruined temples is on that island, because it's got that little kind of mini maze area with a hero point challenge in it. If I remember right.
I thought that would be obvious to someone of your dizzy intellect.
Yeah, here's the little kind of mini maze. I think if I remember right, there's like an animated sword guarding the hero point at the end. Spectral sword, yep. So what the heck? Because I'm here, I never trust the Rotmouths because they have a habit of exploding. Like that. Drop Hunger and Gormandize. But now I think I still have to fight the sword, because that's the actual challenge, is fighting the sword.
You are all weaklings!
Right, quick hero point detour done. Now to meet Larenthir. Nice creepy ruins.
Ew, something brushed against my leg. There's something else in here.
You are on your own, Scholar Z's. I am on a mission. I don't care if something brushed your leg. It wasn't me. I think there's a waypoint here I want to grab before I start the mission, just in case. Yep.
The cauldron is on the way, Commander. That pilot of yours really knows her stuff. I'm confident she'll deliver. Our job is to clear the landing zone. You remember Baron and Pharaoh? The Priory sent them to prep the cauldron once it's in position. Enemy resistance hinges on our 2 main objectives, the Cathedral and Prince Nekandeza, leader of the Risen forces there. There's something special about that one. He's been destroyed multiple times, but keeps coming back stronger than ever.
That's always a good sign.
Not this time, Gov. Pharaoh and I are ready to roll. Let's see old Neki shrug off a point-blank Syrian cauldron to the face.
Syrian cauldron to the face. Reload food buff. Clear inventory, and let's go.
If things go pear-shaped and we all get killed, I'm blaming you, Baron.
These aren't dead yet. Not all the way. Draw your weapons.
Again, that initial AoE burst by having those shouts available is just really nice on those ambush fights
Many
like
have
that.
lost their lives here. This
Definitely
cathedral is
happier
more
with
of
this
an
build.
abattoir. Be on your guard.
I do still like the pure, like, single target blasting potential that I had with the old build. And if I was doing like pure boss fighting, I might go back to that. But just for open world and questing and anything where these big kind of cleave damage scenarios is big.
Patrols everywhere. We'll have to clear the entire area out before we can proceed. We'll deploy the cold.
This is a much better mix.
Take the lead, Commander.
These guys are still finishing off that skeletal hand back there. Yeah, the NPCs definitely not pumping out an absolute metric ton of damage or anything.
Artillery! We need to shut down those bone tendrils before our airship can deliver the payload. Keep moving. Don't make yourself an easy target.
Alright, on to killing us bone tendrils, which are guarded by Risen Knights, of course.
Give up yet? You're on! Shield to the bone!
But they're not the veteran or elite Risen Knights, they're just the regular ones. So it could be a lot worse.
You are all weaklings!
Okay, Laranther. Well, you can talk and
That's
shoot.
the last
I
one.
know you can.
I'll mark the drop zone with smoke.
Hey, what's good, man? Long time no see. Just running through some stuff that is towards the very tail end of the Guild Wars 2 base game story.
There, near the steps. Another tendril. Jaya Shriek, pull up now.
Oh, of course they're dropping more tendrils. And did they kill our airship?
The airship is down, but we can still complete our mission.
Yep.
Hurry.
The cauldron's intact. Back me up, Pharaoh. This is going to be more complexicated than we thought.
Don't wait for
Complexicated isn't a word,
I'll
Baron.
motivate mine.
Hurry. Nekandeza will reserve his main force in case this is a feint, but he may try to flank us. They're coming in from the south.
Okay, so things you never thought you'd end up doing. Defending a searing cauldron. That's not sketchy in the slightest. No, I kind of hit the wall on Lotro where I'd been burning hard for like a year and a half, and it kind of hit like, okay, I need to just take a break. And then after I took a little bit of a break, it turned into, actually this break is really nice. You know how that one goes.
Coming down the stairs. straight at us!
They're coming right at us, but yeah, they're also coming into my AoE, so... Suckers.
They're coming down the stairs, straight at us!
Oh, I think that abomination ran out of my Gormandize. That is just not polite.
Your soul is mine. Shield to the bone.
Alright, fine. You're gonna make me go Reaper on you. I was trying to save all that shroud for if a big boss came, but no. Yeah, I heard decent things about the new Legendary servers. That might be something that I mess around with a little bit later, but it's been kind of nice just getting a break and being back in Guild Wars 2 full time for a while. Doing the kind of hard burn to get to, like trying to get people together to run stuff for the longest time. Doing the 3-mans even just wore me out. And I figure I kind of got that, I got that goal accomplished of I got the 2 titles for at least the 3-mans, but it was so much pulling teeth to get all that stuff together that I hit the wall.
Well, braid my ears. Those ancient Flame Legion poobahs may have been evil, oppressive oiks, but they knew how to enchant a weapon.
Too right. That's a proper bonfire, that is.
Well, yeah, it's a Searing Cauldron. Several of these literally destroyed Ascalon back in the day. These things are the Guild Wars equivalent of nuclear bombs.
We'll have to wait until we verify that Nekandeza is truly dead.
Like we literally just committed a war crime here by finding and using a Searing Cauldron.
If it were anyone else, I'd agree.
This is the moment where, if we weren't fighting the Risen, it would be that scene from.
Then let's get moving. The longer we take, the worse Arda's chances get.
Oh my God, I'm completely blanking on the name of the name of the show, but the Are We the Baddies? Like that whole scene. It's like, yeah, this is literally. Like, we just committed a war crime. Man, it has been... What was the name of the show? Mitchell and Webb. So an old David Mitchell show. But they have an Are We the Baddies clip that is just a good classic reference. A pair of British comedians. I think Mitchell and Webb was from the 90s or maybe early 2000s, because it was relatively early in David Mitchell's career. But the Are We the Baddies that I just put in chat there is a great sketch. Yeah, I feel you. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Mithril League. So many great people there, and I definitely will, at least go back and say hi and do stuff again. But like, it's it's people playing casual, and I got to the point where I did not want to play casual anymore. And it's not fair to just keep trying to push people who are there to play casually into not playing casually. So I've actually, like in Guild Wars 2, we've got a few people we've got a few people playing. What am I looking for? Explore the hidden sublevel. Okay, we got a few people playing, so I've been able to join a guild, do some fractal runs, been working on gearing up. It's been nice to like actually have group content and generally be able to find people running group content. Oh, I know you did the same.
Hunters are finally revealed. You staged quite the fiery spectacle.
I don't like the fact that there are 4 of you. That's not at all okay. 18 minutes left on food, so good.
For the dragon. I am Prince Nikandazar, wielder of the Crimson Blade.
Okay, shouts. Oh, I love that AoE burst.
Finally, Nekandezer is gone and the cathedral is ours. A great victory. We've crippled the risen war machine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, at some point in time, we'll have to get together and actually do something.
And you will.
Oh, I'm sure. There's so much stuff happening, like right now and through the end of the year, where, you know, WoW expansion, Final Fantasy XIV's expansion dropping. Guild Wars 2's expansion is also dropping in 10 days. Lotra has the legendary servers. Like right now is just like MMO folks are eating good. Okay, so this little mini expansion is finished. But yeah, what I was going over earlier is I changed up my build on this Reaper a little bit. And I replaced a couple of my signets with shouts. So at the start of fights like that, if I can get in and basically just go through the You're All Weaklings, Rise, and Chill to the Bone, it's just a ton of short point-blank AoE burst damage and also the sustain from the shouts, that there are times like this where I can just finish the fight before it starts. Yeah, I haven't really broken into like raiding or strikes at all. I've been primarily doing either open world stuff or fractals. Yeah, the only Mesmer stuff that I've been messing around with has been my Virtuoso, which is one of the Mesmer Elite specs. And I run them when I do World versus World, just because it's really fun to run around World versus World being shiny purple glowing and a max height Norn. It's very much a, hey, come get me target. But that spec and build has some AoE and some cleave, but primarily it's just like a single target blast and bleed build. Yeah, it's really funny because my this Sylvari character here I think is about the like middle of the height slider, but my primary
You there. The Pact could use your help.
Okay, let's see. We're going back to... Where are we meeting him? Ah, Winternell Isle. Ad break is almost over. Yeah, perfect timing on that one, right? But no, what I was saying is it's funny because like this character here, I think is about like the medium height Sylvari. So I think there's someplace kind of in the middle or average. But my main character, did I just I completely passed over where I was supposed to go. My main character is my Sylvari Revenant. And she is like bottom of the height slider. female Sylvari. So when I'm standing next to like a Norn, especially if it's somebody whose Norn is like middle to tall, I don't even top their waist. It's comedy.
Nothing so far, Commander. And with all the undead patrols in the area, the search is
Like,
proving
you know,
more
I'm
difficult
not a
than I
Sura
expected.
short or anything,
I worry that
but
even if Arda survived the crash,
my
the
view is
inevitable
hip
is
bones.
far
Lots of
worse
hip
than
bones.
death.
Then we need to expand our search. I'm going to move out into the foothills near the coast.
I'm with you, but we have to be careful and take things slowly. It won't do Arda any good if we get ambushed before we find her. There's the airship. I don't see her body though.
All right, so yeah, the airship landing went smoothly. It's definitely no problems here.
Your eyes, weaklings!
That had to hurt.
Look, Arda's sword. She survived the crash.
All right, well, one clue found. I love the fact that we don't even like pick up her sword to bring it back to her. Just leave it there. No biggie. You didn't really want that sword anyway.
They must be searching for her too. Should we fight them or sneak past?
The answer is always fight them.
Arda was definitely here. We'd better hurry. They're after her.
Although these guys fear, so that's really annoying. They might do fears, but I throw swords.
Arda's pistol. She must have cast it aside when she ran out of ammo. That's not good.
Well, I see her nameplate up ahead. Question is she dead? Oh boy.
And she's in trouble. Come on, we've got to move.
I knew you'd find me. But rescue isn't really an option anymore. Just tell me, did we get him, boss?
We got them. The cathedral, Nekandeza, and more undead than you could count. The cauldron you delivered got them
More
all.
undead than you can shake a stick at.
Good. Just wish I could have seen it.
Hang on, Arda.
We have healers. It's kind of a jerk move that we can't like heal and res NPCs when the story demands that they die.
I'm sorry, Commander. Arda's gone. She was instrumental to the success of our mission. I'll see that she's honored.
Thank you. Arda was brave, and she did her duty. She will be missed. But we have to press on. We are now poised to deliver the death blow to Zhaitan and its army. We can't afford to wait.
I agree. Traherne is waiting near Medler's Summit to brief us on the final offensive. You go ahead and report to him there. I'll see to Arda.
Okay, making progress. Again, I think I should have all these skins already. Yep.
One chapter ends, another begins.
No, I just haven't been streaming as much. Part of it is just because we started up a new Guild Wars 2 group stream on the Static Group Live channel that I was getting kind of stuff prepped and set for. And so that's been kind of starting on Tuesday nights. And Mondays, which was my other kind of regular streaming day, it turns out that the guild I'm in frequently runs fractals groups on Monday. Like the guild puts together an organized, like, you know, anybody who wants to join, come on in, and makes groups of 5. and especially for either the lower level or like the lower tiered people or people who are moving from one tier to another, they have trainers, like experienced players who will be in those groups to kind of help people out, either learn fractals or move forward. So it's really awesome, but they do that on Mondays, which was my other regular streaming night, and like I don't want to stream those necessarily. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what a good time and schedule would end up being to pick things back up. So no, you haven't been missing anything. I've just been slacking horrendously. Oh, and zone out of the instance right into combat. Apparently this area got a bit taken over while I was gone. Okay, that's better. So let's see. Join the expedition to Or's Royal Tombs. How far away is that? That's all the way down in Cursed Shore. So I got a little bit of a flight. Stop and get my waypoint unlocked. So if I remember right, I actually do need to come back to this waypoint for something later on, so it's a good one to have. And before I join the assault, again, I think they're, yep, here we go. Waypoint in this little camp, just to make sure I get that unlocked. How's my food doing? 6 minutes left, so quick refresh before I go into whatever this is going to be.
Greetings, Commander. This is Havrun Gretchen, one of the spirit shamans of Holbreck. And you already know War Master Larenthir of the Vigil.
You're an inspiration, Commander. Many believe that if we can defeat Zhaitan, Jormag will be next. Your deeds bring great hope.
I've got bad news for you. It's a while before we get to Jormag.
And even the Char raise battle cries in your honor.
That waits all the way to the Icebrood Saga before we really start to deal with Jormag.
Marshal Trahearne, what's our goal?
I have created a ritual that might cleanse a dragon's corruption. If it succeeds, this mission could be a turning point in the war. My research suggests that the royal tombs were deeply sacred. They may still hold the connection I need to restore.
Oh, is this the one? Am I already to the dungeon stage?
If the dragon discovers our attempt, he'll try to stop us.
Or is this just a little mini assault?
Larenthir will defend the mouth of the tomb. Give us all the time you can.
We will, Marshal Trahearne. By the bear, I swear we'll hold the line or die trying.
Yeah, see this character here, like if I stand next to the Norn, I'm at least like almost shoulder height. My Rev
Pay attention.
Probably would be waist level on her. Oh, escort Trahearne to the tomb. Trahearne, where are you at? There you are. Are you just following me? Okay, yep, Trahearne's following me. That is never a good thing. No problem, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think I need to go in the gate over here, maybe? Because, yeah, I think this is the entrance to the tomb here.
They won't just step aside. Get ready for a fight.
Oh. What you guys doing? Why are you all the way back here? Trahearne, buddy. The mission says escort. I'd kind of like you to keep up with me.
Rise, you are all weaklings! Shield to the bone!
Stay out of the range of his big attacks here. Oh, and of course, Trahearne and company found friends back here.
Die by my hand.
Always, somehow. Alright, can you guys please keep up?
This is Azabe Kabar. Gretchen, you and Larenthir must hold the entrance. Zaitan's forces will be relentless. Our survival is in your hands.
I understand, Marshal Trahearne, and I won't fail you. You'll have the time you need.
Alright, come on, Trahearne. Trahearne, seriously, please keep up, buddy. We've got Risen to kill.
You are all weaklings!
Trahearne, my dude.
By my hand.
No, by my hand, get your slow ass in gear and follow me, please. Trahearne, why are you going this way? Why can you not just follow me? All right, you know what? Look, I am at the place. Come walk your lazy ass over to me.
This is the place. We'll perform the ritual here. The moment we begin, Zaitan will know. Be ready for anything.
Alright, let's see what we get. Defend Trahearne as he performs the ritual. It was almost a waste of a rise because it only got me a couple of targets, but it at least let me get some damage out.
You are all weaklings! Shield to the bone!
Oh no, you came back just in time for an ad. Perfect timing, right? Alright, Trahearne, my dude, can you please speed your shit up?
Marshal, the rear guard is overwhelmed. Gretchen has fallen. Gretchen! No, not Gretchen.
Only her
Yeah,
tortured
we
remains.
kind of lost Gretchen,
Commander,
apparently.
We must put her to rest.
Larenthir, I've already killed her while you're still talking. Like, keep up, please.
No. We were so close. By the pale tree, it's impossible. All this, all these lives, wasted. All for nothing.
Traherne, didn't you see? The cleansing worked. For a moment, the spirit of the land rose up like a breath of wind.
We all felt it. It was as if Or's own soul was fighting to be free. The ritual was a success.
But the absolution didn't hold. Though sacred, the royal tombs weren't strong enough. This isn't the heart of Or. I wonder if such a heart still exists.
Wait. Remember the vision that the Pale Tree gave us? An Orian king spoke of the source. Maybe that's something
Oh,
that
is
can help.
this what
You're
leads
right.
into the
source of
dungeon
Or.
stage?
Yes. I think I remember hearing about such a thing. A priestess
This
of
might be
Grenth
where it
and a
sends
shaman
me
of the
into
Norn spoke of
the
it.
Orion
Those
dungeon.
sound like solid leads. Which should I follow?
That, my friend, I shall leave to you. Two roads.
Because I do know that you have to do the personal story mode of the level 76 or 78 dungeon as part of this, and I know I'm coming close to that. Okay, so we could appeal to the old gods of Or, Grenth, or we could recover a legendary magic. I'm a necromancer. We're going to go talk to Grenth.
We were so close. Closer than ever before.
Like, this isn't even a
Cannot give up
choice.
hope. My wild hunt is not in vain. This is a challenge we can overcome. You have my gratitude, Commander, for all you.
Which is funny, because I think of the times I've played through this quest line, I don't know that I've ever actually done the map step. I think I've always chosen to talk to Grenth. But I've really only done, like, this late into the main personal story 2, maybe 3 times, I want to say.
I'm freezing.
You just picked a really stupid fight, buddy. Like, you understand that, right? Okay, so I'll meet Traherne at the Cathedral of Silence, which I think is down... Yep. Down on the next island. So I will flappy my way over there, grabbing waypoints along the way. I know I am coming close to getting to the Zhaitan fight stage. That would be really nice if I could get to that part today. But I know that I've got basically an entire storyline to finish up in Southern Cursed Shore, so I don't know if that's realistic or not. I think it dismounts me around here someplace. Am I thinking of a different island? I am thinking of a different island. Here we go. I'm just going to go pick those Omnom berries real quick because I do make several things on my cook that use them, so they're always handy. Okay, now we will hop in, continue Cathedral of Silence.
This temple must have been magnificent. It's painful to see it so ruined.
Its foundations were shaken by the destruction of Or, but it's still standing. Good work, that.
Of course its foundations were good. That's where they put the tombs.
Lead the way, Commander. Welcome, Commander. I've asked Priestess Rai to join us. Her knowledge of the god of death is unmatched.
And if you're a necromancer and you get the choice of paths,
The Cathedral of Silence, the first
you go
step
talk to the god
Grand
of death.
Interior. This is the Shrine of the Seven Reapers.
Who are the Seven Reapers? Priests of Grenth?
Mortal heroes that fought beside Grenth when he defeated the god Doom and ascended to the throne of death. They became his avatars. I can still feel the altar's sanctity. The secrets you seek are here, but Orion rites were very different. I may not be able to call the Temple Guardian.
Don't worry. Where faith ends, science begins. This is my Voed. That's very old energy detector to you, non-geniuses.
Oh yeah, that's always a good idea, is bring a certain technology into ancient gods and their rites. Nothing can go
when we get
wrong
to the
there.
altar, we'll watch the image residue of the Orions and see what they did.
Excellent. Follow me then, and we'll find that altar.
Okay, let's go secure the altar of Grenth, because inevitably there's going to be risen in here. 16 minutes left on food, so no worries there. Is there anything back here? Oh, yep, point of interest. Oh, apparently that's actually the direction I'm supposed to be going, so instead I'm going to sneak in this way real quick and grab the point of interest this way. If I can get there in the instance version. Yep, there we go. Cool. Just kind of do the quick, cheeky grab a point of interest so I don't have to come back and grab it in the open world. Will you guys please finish off one tiny little spider? And second POI should be, yep, right there. So in the open world, the Cathedral of Silence is a waypoint that either can be contested, can have an assault event, or if it is held by the Pact forces and fully available, there is a Karma merchant in here that sells Berserker stat gear for cheap, which is a great source of exotic starter sets for any power builds for a very small outlay of karma.
Right, you are all destroyers take you.
Which is a great way to get started on most classes like basic level 80 adventuring gear.
Well done.
You are all weaklings.
Befoul this locale no more.
Oh, doors open, veteran Risen Knight. And of course, the Risen Knights are the annoying ones because they block projectiles and, well, my normal Reaper sword build, so my swords are projectiles. That's why we carry a greatsword in our weapon swap.
Kazak, activate the Voed.
they're performing the ritual.
Here we go. So we're watching the ancient Orions come and do their ritual.
They plan to sear our nation as they did Ascalon. Vizier Kilbron says he can defeat them, but we must prepare for the worst. As Desmina did so many years ago, we shall call upon Grinth for his aid. If Or dies, at least we will be with him. Where is the god to whom I give my undying devotion? Where is the god to whom I may beg revenge against those who scorn me?
Revenge.
In order to commune with the altar, we should mimic them. Everyone to your places. Where is the god to whom I may give my undying devotion? Where is the god to whom I may beg revenge against those who scorn me?
Follow where I lead. Come whence I call.
Oh, hey, we've summoned an ancient reaper. No big deal. What's up? How you doing? Avatar of Grenth.
Hail, Ancient One! Rise from your frozen tomb. I, your priestess, call upon you in the name of Grenth himself.
Who dares summon me? A true priest? Is there such a thing in this fallen land?
I am Grenth's servant, and we have survived many dangers to speak with you. Please, hear us.
I see in your heart that you are no stranger to death.
No, I killed a lot of folks.
I will hear you out. But in return, you will kill in Grenth's name.
I mean, I'm a necromancer and a reaper. I kind of already kill in Grenth's name.
Grenth wishes him returned, but I am too weak to perform the task. Destroy the Keeper, and I will answer your questions.
Thank you, Dark Reaper. We will do as you have asked.
It is thematically fitting. Okay. So now we go back and we find the corrupted priest, and it is time for a little killing in the name of. Cossack, I need you not to be standing on the birthday cake that I'm trying to eat. You are getting in the way.
Die by my hand!
You are all weaklings!
Give up yet?
Did have a good flow there right until I walked into the knockdown. Alright, there is my risen creeper. Pop a bunch of burst damage. Haha, gotcha. And that's why we save our bursts.
We've done it. Praise Grenth.
Praise the eternal alchemy, you mean? It was my device that summoned that creepy guy in the first
blah,
place.
blah, blah. Asura bullshit.
We
Blah, blah,
fulfilled
blah.
our part of the bargain, Reaper. Will you honor yours?
So shall it be. You seek the heart of Or, then you must go to the very beginning. The rock where the gods first set foot upon this world. There is an artesian well hidden in the mountains behind the temple of Melandru. There, you will find the place where Or began.
Thank you. We'll go there and cleanse this land of the dragon's corruption, or we'll once again be free.
Spoiler alert, I don't think Or really gets freed all the way.
Again, heroes. In every swing of your enemy's blade, I will be there.
Quick check. Yep. I already have all those skins. Okay, next up, travel to the Artesian Waters. Where are we going? Ah, yes. Is this one where I have to go underwater in the tunnel to get there? Yeah.
Soldiers of the Pact, you are not merely our best hope. You are our only hope. Your duty is to defend this entrance against the servants of the dragon, Zhaitan.
Got the whole crew
the torch
here.
Of renewal is in your hands.
Seiya, we
Together,
got Zuri,
we'll ignite a
got
fire to burn away
Vitakchak.
the corruption and set Or free.
It's kind of our current game all-stars here. Alright, let's go.
This is it, Commander. The source of Or, the font of its magic. The water from which this land draws life. Our
Helvetica.
scouts reported
Oh, wrong
an
font,
immense
sorry.
artesian well at the center of this cavern. The waters run beneath the city of Arar, and from there to every corner of the nation. If we can purify this heart well, then the magic will spread as the water flows, carrying our cleansing ritual throughout Or.
Is there enough life left in Or to power the ritual?
The heartbeat
There's
of the
a lot
land
of
is weak and
unlife. Does
thready,
that count?
But I can hear it. When we reach the source, only then will we know. Stand ready, Pack soldiers, and stand together.
To the next world.
Lead the way, Commander.
Get my life force topped off here real quick, and everything is good, so onwards. Alright, come on, Traherne. So basically everybody else is staying behind to guard our backs as we press in further.
Guards, destroy these trespassers.
You are all weaklings!
That had to hurt.
You are all weaklings!
Oh, that's right, these guys projectile reflect.
I can't go on for long.
And they do that.
Help me over here!
Let them pass.
You rise!
Seems we're being invited in. Be on your guard. This will not be a friendly visit.
Yeah, so that's not at all worrisome that when you hit them enough, they basically say, all right, fine, come on in.
Still so far away. Are you that afraid?
What's up, I see you there.
You wish to see more clearly. Defilers, poisoners, we see
get into range here.
What's happening to me? Why does it feel so frightening?
And again, doing this on a relatively built level 80 character with an elite spec and an actual like coherent build and everything, compared to doing this on a like late 70s wandering around in truly crap gear leveling character, is night and day on these fights.
Thank you, brave heroes. Whatever wind guided you to this place, I bless that gale. My name is Riza, and I was the last king of Or. When the dragon rose, it plundered the royal tomb at Asave Kabar, and used the bodies of my family to create its most heinous servitors, the Eyes of Zaitan.
The other eyes? Those were the kings and queens of Or?
Yes.
Sorry, we've been killing your family.
Corrupted into monsters that bore Zaitan's vision and carried out its will. One by one, you were free.
And technically freeing them, but freeing them to death. So
Was placed here to guard the source of Or's magic. Yet you have found a way. I am deeply grateful. For this service, I grant you an ancient honor. You shall carry the title Champion of Or from this day forward. Remember us.
So we are officially the champions.
Thank you, King Riza. I am honored, and I will
We
remember
will keep
you
on
and your
fighting till
people.
the end.
Now, begin your final task. Cleanse this land. Restore what has been stolen. Confront Zaitan's power, and give Or a new beginning.
As you say, King Riza, it's time to wash away the corruption that dishonors this land. Rest in peace. We won't fail you.
All right, defend Traherne for the
Here
ritual
at the end,
purification.
I'm glad that it's just you and me. We will cleanse Or together, as we were meant to do.
The line's broken. We're being overwhelmed. Fall back!
Rise!
Zaitan commands your death! Form up and protect Marshal Traherne at all costs.
Well, there's our squad catching up. Just nice.
You are all weaklings.
Because at the very least, they add in some bodies to help. They may not be very useful, but, you know, warm bodies. Alright, and Traherne makes everything go boom.
It's done. I can feel the waters beginning to radiate, with the energy of Khalid Bolg flowing everywhere the water touches.
Traherne, are you well? You look like you can barely stand.
The ritual has taken a great deal out of me, but I will live.
Let's make sure of that. Medic! We need a medic over here!
No need. Our work here is done, though the fight is far from over. We must regroup at Fort Trinity, and then we will have the opportunity to plan your next step forward.
I look forward to it. And Marshal, congratulations on the successful conclusion of your wild hunt.
It has been a part of me since I took my first steps. But now my wild hunt is complete. It's time I redefine myself. A rare and unique challenge. But I have the Pact to keep me busy.
Yeah, Traherne, you got stuff to do still. I love that we get like the lineup of all of the different order folk and all the people who came in with us. It's the hero shot. Okay, so back to Fort Trinity.
Hey, over here.
And our next objective is to find Traherne in Fort Trinity. And we get to watch everybody cheer as we get our triumphant return to the fort. So everything's perfectly good now, right? Nothing's gonna happen that's bad or anything. Like it's all smooth sailing and, you know, cupcakes and gravy from here on out. That's the way this works, right?
No. I told you, it's not ready.
But the glory of Tyria is our flagship. It should be in the fight against Zhaitan. It
isn't finished yet. By the bear, you want us to
Bit of foreshadowing, our flagship isn't finished yet.
Are any of the Char afraid to fight the dragon in these untested airships?
What? I should gut you just for... Oh, all right. Yes. Some of us are tail-twisted and terrified.
Same here.
All right, Traherne, where you hiding?
Come to me. We must discuss.
And we get sidetracked by Saya, as it should be, because they're kind of awesome. Marshal is also a solitary creature. He avoids the attention of others, but not mine. You'll find him near the airship docks.
Kaori, Fars, where are we with the supplies for the humble?
I've been playing my Rev so much lately, I keep going to hit my swiftness to make these runs quicker. I realize I am not on my Rev. I cannot do that.
Hear that cheering, Commander? Savor it. Today, the Pact has triumphed, and my wild hunt is finally at an end. Praise the pale tree. I fear you still have great and terrible things to do. To kill Zhaitan. Not long ago, I would have thought it impossible.
Cleansing ore seemed
I'm good
impossible,
at killing
but we
things.
did
I
it.
don't think you
Allies
understand
like ours,
this,
ridding the
Traherne.
world of Zhaitan will be tough, but not impossible.
Well said. And you can rely on those allies to stand by you to the very end. My wild hunt may be over, but the coalition we've built will fight on. I hereby pledge the entire Pact and all its resources to your task. By the Mother Tree and all who have made the ultimate sacrifice, Zhaitan will fall.
And I think we still have a dungeon to do before we get to our dragon.
Then the celebration can truly begin. Onward.
Nice little selection of gear, though. I mean, anytime we get an Ecto, that's always good. Plus some spirit shards. doesn't hurt. Another copy of that greatsword skin. I do really like this this skin, and I'm kind of tempted. I was kind of tempted to use it on my greatsword because it's very silly. I want to find the one-handed version of it because I think I would actually use that on this character, replacing my Halloween's swords. Okay, so now I need to go all the way back to the ruined city and find Kaith. Okay, yep, so now we get to do the ruined city of Arah. So before I go there, what I'm going to do real quick is, again, stop and pick up a couple of resource nodes to help pay for the fact that I'm bouncing back and forth using waypoints. But I want to stop at a vendor in here and just offload some of the stuff I'm carrying around to
Was that guy scouting?
make sure I've got inventory space.
Never fear. We're all in this together.
A walking root sounds pretty snooty.
We're comrades in arms. You should address me.
Vendor. There we are. Vendor. Sell junk. Didn't have a lot of junk. Is there a banker in here? I don't think there's a banker in Fort Trinity, is there? Nope. Any more blues left? Nope. Greens. I know I've got some greens. Thought I had some green. Yeah, there we go. Rid of those.
Rare treasure.
Salvage all my rares. Ooh, 14 Ectos. I will take it. Because I burned a bunch of Ectos and other materials over the last few days. I mean, it was absolutely worth it because of... oh, that's a quest. I don't want that. It was absolutely worth it for building the runes that I built, but... I am once again down to being materials and gold poor.
Everybody wants something.
Okay. That's much better. A bunch of stuff out of my inventory, back down to having 40 slots free. Now, we go meet Kaith. What's my closest waypoint?
We get to see some action.
Probably Anchorage. Oh, that's right. I think there's the passage here. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, because these are the ruin steps. So ideally... I can basically just sidestep all these guys and get to the next story point avoid having the slog of a fight all the way through. Is there a waypoint here? Ooh, there's a waypoint here. Even better. Excellent. Yep, so now is where we go into the victory or death, the Ara instance. I knew that was coming up because this is basically like a story version of the Lost City of Ara. And that's why when you do it from the Dungeon Finder, you only get the exploration version because the story version is done during your personal story quests, what I'm doing right now. I knew I was coming close to this. And I think this is where we have the whole thing with the airships coming in and anchoring them and things like that. But again, it's been a minute. Alright, so we've got the Destiny's Edge crew in here with us, or at least some of them. We've got Kaith, Air, and Rytlock. Zojja's off being a horrible little monster someplace, and, well, we've got Logan with us. But Garm makes up for Logan being here. It's kind of a wash. Who's missing? Well... Kaith, I was talking. It's very rude of you to just run off and start fighting Risen. I was trying to have a conversation here. Who's missing? Well, Zojja. Zojja's not here. Because she's still pissed at Air. And Logan. And everybody else. Zojja's just pissed at everything.
We've done some scouting. It is no walk in the park.
Even with the four of us to help, it will be a difficult battle.
As always, Sylvari, your intent is good, but your math skills are subpar.
Zojja, where'd you come from?
Zojja, you've come to help?
You think I'd
I
let
like
you
that she
go
just
fight an
shows
elder
up
dragon
here.
without a proper genius?
Zojja, I need you to know something.
I know. You blame yourself for Snaf's death. I blamed you for many years myself. But I'd blame myself if you went in and failed, and I could have helped. Snaf would have wanted me here.
Thank you.
We're just going to let that one
Kaith?
pass, and Zojja, you can think what you think.
Arar was once the city of the human gods. Even after the deities quit this sphere, it remained a golden, shining place. Until the folly of man sank it beneath the waves. Yet worse was still to come.
Yep, that wasn't the end of things going poorly here.
The Elder Dragon awoke and pulled ore from its watery grave and raised hordes of undead minions from the twisted wreckage. Now Zaitan's minions infest this place. We must rise above them if we hope to confront the Elder Dragon.
We'll need every airship if we're going to succeed in this mission. We must salvage enough power cores to get this one up and into combat. If Tyria is to have any hope, we must finish what we started.
Oh,
We
yeah,
must
that's right. This is where we
destroy
run
Zaitan.
around, grab power cores, and
with your help,
set
we will.
airships.
One more thing. We have to thank you for bringing us back together.
I don't know what I've done.
You have led, by word and by deed. Without your example, we would never have reunited. I tried to force them. I was wrong. You have restored us.
Are we going to get started? Or just chat Zaitan to death?
Zojja, chill.
Together, the Pact can guard the airship.
Alright, so we're going to go locate and retrieve power cores and bring them back.
Rise! You are all weaklings!
Open the gates using pressure plates. All right. First power core up ahead, of course, guarded by Champion Risen Lich. But unlike the Knights, he does not reflect projectiles, so I don't have to swap my kit or anything.
Foolish fleshlings! Nowhere without
Which means I can blitz him.
One down. Let's get that power core.
All right, one power core grabbed. On to number 2. And again, this is really where I really miss my movement speed buff. Do wonder, do I want to... No. I could swap in Signet of Locust for stuff like this, but I just don't want to give up Signet of Spite. Second core should be this way. I know it's giving me the quest icon above Kaith's head, but I just don't want to do the conversation branches with her. So we're not going to. Okay, destroy the obelisks. Cool, cool. Just kind of pull everything I can within the obelisks. And do AoE and cleave damage. Next wreckage pieces over here.
perish and rot before
Poison cloud, summons grubs, and explodes on death. Alright, sounds like fun.
I don't have enough energy.
And again, I like having people to distract him and the ability to work at range. That definitely makes that fight a lot less of a hassle. Okay, next core I think is through. Where's the next passage? I think it's that gate up ahead there. Apparently I left one grub back behind here. Oh yes, I remember this. This was a pain in the butt back in the day. If I remember right, I originally did this on a character that had functionally no range damage. So these eyes would basically just eat me alive. And I would have to use little safe spots here.
Zaitan will consume your world.
Oh, he reflects projectiles. So He also does a fire trail, because of course he does.
Your soul is mine. Chilled to the bone.
Which means get Reapered.
That should be enough to get the airship aloft.
Alright, last power core is grabbed. And let's get this airship launched.
Get these installed and we can get aloft.
Captain, Orion Undead sighted. They're coming in fast.
Blast! Hold them off while we finish installing those cores. Cast off. We're lifting off.
Line 1, cast off.
Line 2, cast off.
Line 3, stand by. The witch is broken. We can't cast off. Blast!
Uh-oh.
We're stuck. Someone has to stay behind to release the airship.
I'll do it.
No, Logan, we can't split up. Not this time.
Long ago, I failed all of you. I left you behind to fight. Now you need to leave me behind so you can carry the fight forward.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. For all of you.
For all of you, and myself, and Queen Jenna's feet. Wait, what?
Fine, but if you get yourself killed, I'll hound you into the mists.
Foreshadowing.
Form up on me!
And
Had to
we're
stay
off.
behind, for all our sakes.
Right, our next objective is to keep watch.
Trust your instincts.
I love that our options are, I can't believe he's really gone, or you have other allies in this fight.
We can't lose him, not after coming back together.
We have lost him again. Can we survive this?
A good death, but too soon.
Okay, now we have keep watch for Orion forces.
Sorry to interrupt, but we've sighted gigantic minions of Zaitan up ahead. Battle stations, prepare for combat. I'm taking the ship in. Get ready.
Oh man, is this a cannon fight? This is a cannon fight. I use the reflection shield to defeat the Orion Giants. That's right, because they attack and we need to reflect their attacks back at them. I hated this.
You are all weaklings.
And so I gotta reflect in on that one at least.
Being poisoned.
Okay, 2 down. Alright, come on, big fella. And we're moving. And we're moving. Oh, we're waiting for this guy to land.
Commander, you've made it! We need your help. We're landing troops in Ara and engaging Zaitan's minions. Our transports and troops are getting shelled by enemy emplacements. We need someone to help.
Yeah, now we're at the landing zone clearing mission. Okay, cool. Okay, board the copter. So it's going to drop me into a landing zone that I basically need to play defense on from what I remember. And I remember this as a place I died a lot of times when I did this previously. Just because of the amount of damage that these things put out.
Shield to the bone.
One tower down. I keep trying to hit X to hop on my sky scale and bounce over to the next tower, and that does not work in base game instances. Dang, immobilize. Okay, that is 2 of 3 towers down. And I think after the towers, they start sending champion mobs in, if I recall. Stick some conditions on the tower while I finish off the ads here. Oh, that's right. It's the Mouth of Zaitan, and he has the immunity mechanic. He's a gimmick fight.
You've chosen a terrible time to be heroes. Stagger before the power of the dragon.
So he throws orbs. And that's when he's vulnerable.
Zaitan will triumph. You will all serve the dragon.
So basically, I get myself little DPS windows.
We need more intrigues.
So I need to wait for him to do that.
Stagger before the power of the dragon.
come on. 2%. Jerk. So I need to wait for him to do his power-up move again. There we go. Didn't quite get it into 2 cycles.
Come on, let's give the Skald something to sing about.
But again, this is one of those things where knowing the mechanics of this fight and just knowing Guild Wars 2 a lot better than I did when I did this years ago originally and was an idiot trying to play Guild Wars 2 like it was other games. Learning the mechanics and learning how to do the things makes this fight a lot less of a pain in the ass. Who would have thought? Okay, so back to keeping watch for Orion forces. My food buff still has over 20 minutes left, so that's good. This is not a smart move boarding the ship here. Like, you guys realize this, right? Okay, so I think I'm in the part where I actually get to start cannoning Zhaitan soon. Hi, Zhaitan, I see you up there. Or more accurately, most of the time is just I see your shadow being cast on the ship, because you're so friggin' big. Kaith, why did you poke your head out and then immediately go back inside? That's not sketchy at all.
Dragon champions! Everywhere!
Let's just call it a target-rich environment.
Okay, so I need to keep the deck clear as well as cannon the dragons when they're in range. It's just not being responsive there, so annoying. There we go. Finally, I can actually target the bugger. Just an annoying thing where it just does not want to let me actually target them until it's decided they're close enough to be targeted. Okay, come on. Gonna sit here and blast away for as long as it'll let me. So I do have the health to sit there and suck up one of those little ads kind of plinking away at me for a while. And this is a definite problem with this fight, is it is conceptually good, but in reality it's a bunch of just watching dragons fly around, waiting until they're actually engaging and targetable before you can do anything to them. And then the obnoxious thing of you having to find the right pixel to click on to get them targeted.
More to go, I'm afraid.
But that's one down. So we cruise through the not at all creepy scenery. Definitely a cheery spot we're in here. I do still have my full Reaper Shroud just in case they drop like a champion on me or something. Yeah, this is one of those kind of fights and mechanics that is cooler in theory than it ended up being in practice. Like it seems to be one of those things that they tried for a little bit more than ultimately ended up working. But it's still neat that they did something different than just, hey, we're gonna have a basic, you know, tank and spank fight for dragons. I would love to see them go back and kind of retool encounters like this. Right, come on you jerks, get in range. Unfortunately, I had to waste a cannoning window to clear the deck there. That was kind of a bummer. I could have gotten some damage off on Fafnir there, I think. Fafnirin. Whatever stupid dragon name you have. But I might be able to get Horagos here in this round. This is 2%, one more shot. Awesome.
Everyone, crazy. Rise! You are all
And get some damage here on Faf. Nice, I'm gonna at least get half of this health bar down in this round. That was actually a nice, successful little burstling in there. So I should, in theory, be able to take him out the next time he gets into attackable range. Alright, come on, make your attack run. See, it's this. It's the waiting around. Okay, so he's going to come up on this side. Get my reflect up. One more shot should do it. Excellent. Now clear the deck.
You are all weaklings.
Alright, deck is cleared.
We've been hit. It's coming apart.
Prepare to abandon ship.
Right, so things maybe didn't go so well. Guys?
Another ship coming in, and it's a huge one.
When it comes alongside, get aboard.
Abandon ship. Get to the larger vessel.
Ah, yes, and here's our cool experimental vessel that we overheard the people in Fort Trinity talking about it not being ready yet. They were still working to get it ready. Here it is. Here's the big one.
Everyone onto the other ship!
Come on, you laggards! We don't have all day.
And Logan swoops back in.
Did you think I was going to let you go up against Zhaitan alone?
Logan, I'm delighted to see you're well.
Logan survived by the power of Queen Jenna's
I know.
toes.
I got out by the skin of my teeth and hopped a lift with this ship. It's a new design.
Impressive. I think this is just what we need to take down a dragon.
Everyone to your battle stations. We're going in.
All right, so we have us a big dragon to kill.
You miss me?
Okay, so our current objective is hold out, which again probably means that we're going to get some Risen attacking us on board, so refresh food buff, just in case. But this is good. I think this is where I get to end Zhaitan, which would be nice, because I really did want to actually finish the main story. I think we're basically coming right up to it. Hang out here at the controls with you guys, because this is where the cool kids are.
Do you have wisdom to share?
Something big is coming.
What is that?
That's Zhaitan!
And big dragon. Not the biggest dragon we will fight, but Zhaitan is a big dragon. And just sort of munched a good chunk of our ship there in one run.
Stand aside. I have this.
Excuse me, this is a mist-cooled tripartite Thaumatium energy weapon.
Uh-huh. With a lead tracer array set for draconic energy. Who do you think designed it? I know how to handle this. I won't break it. Much.
Right, current objective is protect Zoja while she gets the big gun ready. So I'm going to kind of hang back and play defense. No, guys, don't go charging right in. Let them come to us. Play the objective. I swear, NPCs are as bad as players. It's like herding cats. You have to tell them, don't chase. One thing I do also appreciate in stuff like this is that in these scenes we see all the other airships. Like we are not the only ones doing anything here. We're very much part of a group, part of an army. It's not the lone hero trope. Right, so Zoj's zappies are going to work. So for the moment, we're still keeping decks clear. That shadow is concerning.
He's still dangerous. Watch yourselves.
Oh, hi, Eye of Zaitan.
I wonder what's here.
Okay, the Elder Dragon's lair discovered. That's, I think, a sign we've hit basically a checkpoint. Although they are shearing off piece after piece of our ship, we're losing some pieces here. Hi, Zaitan. Slay the Elder Dragon Zaitan. Grab a cannon. And shooty shooty.
Your soul is mine.
Okay, things got a little bit sludgy there. Oh, right into that, really? And again, this is a neat idea, but it just was not a fully baked encounter. I really do think that if the ArenaNet team were making this fight like today, this would be a much more engaging and dynamic encounter than what we have at this point. But that's always one of the issues, you know, is doing the going back to old content and remaking or retooling is almost never something that is viable from a return on investment financial standpoint for a studio to do.
Your soul is mine.
Back out and get a bit of healing here.
We almost have him. Pour it on.
How can you be helped?
Sosha, seriously, stop fucking following me right behind so that your dialogue gets in place of the interact with canon. You are not helping, little hideous thing. Okay, so that is one cannoned dragon.
The Elder Dragon is no more.
We have succeeded, but only by coming together to fight a greater foe. You have shown the way. We, and all of Tyria, are in your debt.
Alright, so we lost kind of a whole lot of ship here. But everybody's pretty stoked. Even though we're still getting attacked, everybody's like cheering. Kind of funny. Okay, so meet up at Destiny's Edge. Or meet Destiny's Edge up at Fort Trinity. Hey guys. Now we get to have the We Killed an Elder Dragon celebration. The Tunnel of Salutes, which is just kind of cool.
Victory at last. With Zhaitan defeated, the corruption it wrought can be undone. The dragon's undead minions that still infest Tyria will now gradually be exterminated. One day soon, that plague will be but a memory.
Soon, you say. Oh, you sweet summer child.
Courage, skill, and friendship brought the dragon low. Let this day never be forgotten.
A victory that all Tyria can share.
This is not an ending. There are other dragons out there. Other battles.
There are a lot of dragons out there still.
You shambling fuzzball. Can't you just be happy?
I was being happy.
So just shut up.
Will you return to your queen now, Logan?
No. Not until I know that Kryt is safe.
Meaning he's up for more fighting. See? Logan's happy too.
Snaf would be proud of us. Especially of you, Zojja.
Proud that we didn't screw up and plant our faces in the mud again, you mean? Well, I guess he would, at that.
You are
So,
just the
who's
worst.
next? Jormag, Primordus, Kralkatorrik.
As dawn scatters shadows, so we will destroy them all. We could not have done this without you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can count on me.
Good. Because Air is right. The rest of the dragons are still out there, waiting.
Although, before we go fight a dragon, our next dragon, rather, there is still, the next thing that's going to happen will be a certain Scarlet Briar.
I'm good at what they do. I may not fit their recruiting profile, but I get results. What's your excuse? A vivacious lass like you joined the uptight and straight-laced Vigil?
That makes two of us that don't fit the profile. Let's have a drink and see what else we have in common.
Aw, matchmaking. Now let's go check in with Marshal Traherne. After we pet Garm.
I wish you well.
What's up, Saya? You continue to impress me, Commander. No one in any of the Tethios houses has ever taken down such an opposing target. I shall be watching to see what you accomplish next. When you say it like that, it sounds like a threat. Only a fool would warn her prey with a threat. Unless that threat were part of the plan, of course. You just can't help but be a little creepy, can you? So we got Traherne, who was wisely avoiding the whole party thing. Found himself a nice spot by himself up here.
What's on your mind?
Until, of course, we come bother him.
Hiding from the crowds, Traherne. That won't do. The world needs to see the Pact Marshal celebrating.
Not hiding, my friend. Thinking. Completing my wild hunt lifted a weight from me, but Zhaitan is still a terrible threat. Now that threat is truly gone. It feels like the sun has finally emerged after a cold, endless night. I can't help but wonder, what's next? Now that we've formed this unstoppable alliance and tempered it in battle, where do we take it?
To the next challenge, the next victory. There are more Elder Dragons to confront, and now we know how. We know they can be defeated.
More Elder Dragons, always
First,
more.
we celebrate. We won, Marshal. It would be a crime not to stop and appreciate that. Come on. There's an army of people and an ocean of libations waiting. All of Tyria deserves to share this triumph, including you. Join us.
Okay, accompany
The world
Traherne.
owes you a great debt, Commander. As long as I am Marshal of the Pact, I will see that debt honored.
Back to the celebrations.
My only regret is that I was not there to see Zhaitan fall. But I shall look
You were busy
forward to
doing
the
martial-y
scrolls
stuff, it's
celebrating
cool.
your triumph. Congratulations, Commander. We've earned the right to set down our burdens for a time and celebrate. Zhaitan's defeat has saved many lives. More importantly, it has restored hope to a desperate world. The dragons are not stars in the sky. They can be counted. They can be fought. One day, we will kill the last of them. Only then will Tyria be safe.
Oh, if only you knew,
This is a new
Traherne.
beginning for Orr, and for Tyria. A clear sky after a long storm. This is a dawn that Tyria shall never forget. This day is ours.
I do love that in the little cinematic there you get air petting Garm. A nice touch. Okay, let's see what we got. That'll just be Disenchanted, Hero's Chest, Packed Weapon Container, Mentor Kit, and 10 bags of loot.
Look at this. So pretty.
And then a mail that I think starts kind of like the post stuff. So let's see, Gaze of the Lich. I do not need another Power, Precision, Ferocity. I actually might use that because my current Reaper's Hood is Power, Vitality, Ferocity, and I really don't need that. I wonder. So it is account bound. Yeah, for this character, this is an open world character, open world and questing. I'm gonna just keep my existing headpiece because the extra vitality just ends up being nice. So you ended up being an Ecto.
I want that.
Packed weapon container. Okay, let's see. What do I not have unlocked that's cool? Packed tower shield I have unlocked. How's the packed quarterstaff look? Interesting-ish. I think the packed sword sucks. Yeah. Hard pass on that. Packed scepter is meh. Packed battle axe is kind of neat. Packed short bow is also kind of mediocre. Packed greatsword. Again, these like huge, broad things like that, just little to no interest. The packed crusher is cool. This is a cool hammer skin. I don't use hammers a lot right now, but I've had the idea to use some on some characters going forward, so I think I'm actually going to take this just to unlock that skin.
Look at this. So pretty.
I'm not going to use this actual weapon because it's a yellow, so it's going right into becoming an Ecto and some raw materials, but it's a cool skin unlock. Scroll of Knowledge, double click to, yep. Free 5 spirit shards, yes please. 3 loot bags. All greens. Mentor kit. So 5 tomes of mentorship and basically something to disenchant. All of these should be skins that I already have unlocked because these are all basically standard. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of them.
I want that.
And disenchant it. Okay, so all the loot bags, get those opened up. I got 3 unidentified dies. Let's see what we get. Grapesicle, which I have, red, which I have, and dewdrop, which I have. So just a quick double check to see if any of these sell for anything reasonable. Dewdrop, boy, there's a drastic difference between supply and demand on this one. Red, I think, doesn't sell for crap. Yep. And Grapesicle also kind of doesn't sell for crap.
What I miss?
Well, I'll put Dewdrop up and just see. There's the chance it gets me a few silver. And the rest will get broken down into pigments. Okay, I don't have any rares to salvage, so yep, that's basically the lot of it. So came out of it with a good handful of spirit shards, some more tomes of mentorship. Not bad. So let's see, new friends, new enemies. Yep, yeah, so Flame and Frost, that is the beginning of Living World Season 1. That's kind of what it was directing me to there. Hit a vendor, sell off the junk. I'm always torn with these tomes of mentorship. Right now I'm basically hoarding the... Oh, these are the bound ones that don't stack. That's very annoying. So these ones I kind of have to either use for levels or use for spirit shards because they're not the normal ones. Oh, because it's tomes of mentorship, not tomes of knowledge. I thought it was giving me tomes of knowledge. So tomes of mentorship only can be used to gain a level. Tomes of knowledge, which I've been hoarding for a while, if you use one when you're 80, you get a spirit shard instead. And I'm always kind of torn on these of using them to help level alts that I'm bringing up versus turning them into spirit shards. Now for the moment, we'll just stash those in there. Stack those stackable resources in the bank. Let's see, do these sell for anything useful? Oh, that's not bad. We'll see if we get anything out of that. I don't know what the demand is like on those. We'll see. Okay, but that is the core Guild Wars 2 storyline finished up on this Necromancer, on this Reaper. So that was really the my goal for this run was start to finish do the entire personal story. So that was actually really fun to do that again, because I haven't done that in a long time. But for now, let's see, who is live? Loranity looks like she might be wrapping up her stream, or she might still be going. Oh, Nissa went live, so... Nope. We're going to raid out to Kroof, because Kroof actually has their PC back up and running and has started streaming again, so gonna go say hi to Kroof.